Well, ever since Apple removed the headphone jack on the iPhone 7, everyone's been feeling pretty damn strongly about this little port. Some people think it should be kept around, others not so much. Personally, I believe the headphone jack should be kept around until wireless headphones catch up to wired headphones. Not only in terms of quality, but in price and convenience too. But either way, in this video I'd just like to cover a few points and claims made by people who believe the headphone jack should be removed on pretty much all devices and give my opinions on it. All of that and more right now on Linux Lounge. First defense of removing the headphone jack. The headphone jack takes up space that could be used for a bigger battery or more features. Now this is a great theory until you realise the headphone jack doesn't actually take up that much space. I mean, I'm not a hardware expert, but here's an iPhone 6. And here's the headphone jack port inside the phone. Notice how it's not taking up that much space, and is in fact even unified onto one board with the lightning port. Now, the space that this is taking up wouldn't even really make room for a larger battery or anything. In fact, come to think of it, some guy even managed to add a headphone jack port to the iPhone 7. So these phones that supposedly don't have enough room for headphone jacks basically do. And even if we're to assume the headphone jack is taking up so much space, they could just make the phone thicker. Or possibly not even that, since components are getting smaller and phones are getting larger by the year. So it wouldn't even really matter anyway. Either way, this argument kinda doesn't really work. The next defense of removing the headphone jack is that companies are advancing technology by removing it. Okay, so this line of thinking would be fine on its own, but I've heard people go as far to call companies that still put headphone jacks on their phones cowardly and not ahead of the technical curve. Now this is nonsense. Bluetooth headphones just kinda aren't good enough to replace wired headphones. Just about yet. And these smartphones are products that people put significant amounts of money into, not some experimental prototype. It needs to be perfect and will do everything people need it to do. By removing a well-used feature under the name of advancing technology is quite simply making an inferior product. It's not like phones with headphone jacks can't use Bluetooth headphones, and people who would have bought Bluetooth headphones as a result of the lack of the headphone jack probably would have bought them anyway. But either way, using consumers to advance technology just really isn't the way to go about it at all. The next defense of the headphone jack is that Bluetooth headphones are getting cheaper and are now just as good as wired headphones. Well, no, they're just kind of not. The main one here is price. People say that Bluetooth headphones are getting cheaper, which is true, they are. You can get them for less than a tenner these days. But why spend that much when you can buy wired headphones cheaper? I can literally walk into my local Poundland and buy a pair of wired headphones for, well, literally £1. Said cheaper headphones would probably do the trick for a lot of people who just, casually listen to music. You just can't really go out and get Bluetooth headphones that cheap. In fact, most phones come bundled with some headphones. So for many, buying headphones just won't be necessary for a long time. It'll be possible to get Bluetooth headphones this cheap or even bundled with smartphones eventually, but it isn't just quite yet. Hence, we still need the headphone jack. The other argument here is that Bluetooth headphones are getting to the same level of quality as wired ones. Which is true, but once again, you're paying more for that quality that you would have gotten with a far cheaper pair of wired headphones anyway. So, I say Bluetooth headphones aren't quite there yet. Hence, the headphone jack should, in an ideal world, be kept around. The next argument I see in favour of removing the headphone jack is Bluetooth headphones are just better, therefore we should push people to use them. Once again, they're just kinda not. I don't know about you, but wires have never been an issue to me. I've never run out of wire, especially not on my phone, and I've never had my wires catching everywhere. The only inconvenience I've ever had with wired headphones is the headphones breaking as a result of the wires breaking, which unless you have AirPods or over-ear wireless headphones, that's still an issue with wireless headphones. So basically what I'm trying to say is wired headphones aren't really inconvenient. Wireless headphones though, you have everything from running out of battery to the headphones falling out your ears more easily. There's also an issue with needing to manually connect them and having them disconnect on you. My point is they're just generally not as convenient as wired headphones. Put simply, you can't beat the convenience of just plugging in your headphones into the headphone jack and listening to whatever. No charging or wireless connection required. Now, I'm not saying they'll never be as convenient, but we're certainly a long way off. Hence, we shouldn't be forcing people to use Bluetooth headphones. That's just not helpful. For one, it takes options away from the end user, which is never a good thing. But for two, people who are going to buy Bluetooth headphones as opposed to just using an adapter or something will probably buy them regardless of whether or not their phone has a headphone jack. So all in all, my conclusion here is the headphone jack is still an important thing to have on phones and will be for a fair few years to come. Ultimately, I think that this is just nothing more than a move from companies to get people to start using Bluetooth products. At any rate, this is simply just my opinion and you're absolutely free to disagree with me, and honestly, I think given a few years, Bluetooth headphones will be at a point where they can replace wired headphones. I just think that companies are forcing Bluetooth before it's quite ready for the masses. Well, either way, that's all we have time for today. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.